The trial of Nicholas Rossi, the man accused of faking his own death to avoid rape allegations, began today. R.K. Gardner spent the afternoon in court. He breaks down some of the day's biggest takeaways.
Nicholas Rossi's trial here in Salt Lake County is scheduled to last through Friday, and today the prosecution called to stand its first 3 witnesses, including one of the alleged victims and her mother. As Nicholas Rossi sits silently in court, the prosecution gives its opening statements.
At the end of the evidence, the state will ask you to consider the testimony of the witnesses, to consider the circumstances of relationship with Nick, and the things that support her memories of what happened. And we will ask you to find the defendant, Nicholas Alaverdian, guilty of rape.
Followed by Rossi's defense team.
But at the end, when you try and put this puzzle together, you're going to have big gaps. You're going to have pieces from different puzzles. You're not going to get a complete picture.
The judge tells the jury this case has a few stipulated facts, meaning undisputed. Those include Nicholas Rossi being one man, despite the many names he goes by, that he lived in Utah during 2008, and during November and December of that year, he dated one of his accusers, whom we are not allowed to identify.
Once they were engaged, Nick started acting differently. He pressured her into lending him over $1,000. He always wanted to be the center of attention, and he became controlling.
Those years of rage and resentment, it starts to bubble up. And she calls the police, and she says, "That's the guy that raped me." 13 years later, she says that. You're not going to have a police report from 2008. You're not going to have an exact date. I don't think you're really going to know exactly where it happened.
The witness didn't report it in 2008, but in the courtroom, through some tears, she described that night as being frozen in fear. She said, quote, "I didn't know what else he was capable of. If someone can do that, what else can they do?" During the investigation in 2022, detectives learned he was connected to other criminal cases in Rhode Island, Ohio, and Massachusetts. Again, this trial is slated to last throughout the week, so we'll keep you updated both on air and online at abc4.com. Reporting from Salt Lake City, Kate Garner, ABC4 News.